at the Facebook Live TV show, and it's 1,000 degrees here in Southern California. It is burning hot outside. It's like 103 or something like that. I'm not even sure. I know it was 103 yesterday, but wow. And it's hot, and I have something hot to tell you about. It's something that is going to allow you to repurpose your content, especially those of you that are doing a lot of Facebook Lives or have podcast. This tool that I'm about to tell you about is fantastic. And I've waited for the last couple of days to use it to make sure that it worked. I tried to break it and I couldn't break it. And so far, it's given me everything that I expect it to give me and more. And that doesn't happen very often. As many of you know, over the last several months, I've been trying to get rid of some of those tools and things that I purchased early on when I was developing the Zero to Hero School and the Facebook Live TV show, Create, Launch, and Profit, all this other stuff. I was experimenting with a bunch of tools, and that was perfectly fine at the time, but I've kept them and kept paying monthly for some of these tools up to $300 a month. Well, I've been shedding some of those things, and I told myself I would not get another shiny object unless it saved me money and it saved me time. If it saves me money, saves me time, and makes sense, then I will make sure and use it. I will make sure that it works, and then I'm going to tell you all about it. And that's why I'm here today. My picture looks awful red today. Hold on, let me change that a little bit. I look very orangey. Maybe it's October. These are my October colors. I should have looked in Be Live for a October theme, which I'm sure they have. Those guys are so smart. You know, they've come up with some new tools that they put in here. I can't seem to get rid of that orange color. Maybe if I go to back to the white balance. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. There's a lot of orange. It looked like Halloween. And so, back to Be Live really quick. I'm going to get back to repurposing your content. I am telling you, this has already saved me hours. It's already saved me money. I can't even tell you how much I love this tool. But let me talk about Be Live. Be Live added a waveform, so now you can see if your microphone works when you're connecting your camera and your audio. They've given an additional setting for your video. I think they added 480, I think. So now there's 4 settings. And if you don't know, and I just want to make sure you understand that if you have a slow bandwidth and you're on Wi-Fi and that kind of stuff, you probably want to use one of the lower 2 now. Now there's 4, there used to only be 3, but the lower 2 is where you want to kind of be so that when you're broadcasting, it's not requiring a lot of internet connection. The picture's okay and people can see just fine. It's just not high definition or high quality. So that's what those first 2 are for. The other 2 are for when you are more than likely connected via hardwire Ethernet to your computer. And you don't want to use that big setting. Again, I think it's 720, 780. I don't know what the numbers are, but it's 700 and something. You want to be considerate. If you're going to repurpose, now we're going to be talking about the subject, and that's why I think about it, is that if you're going to repurpose in, say, a Kajabi membership site or something like that, or repurposing on YouTube, then you may want to consider going into that 720. However, understand that somebody else's computer that may be watching may not be able to handle that quality of video coming through on their end. And so there's a chance that they are going to see a not such a great, it's going to stop and start. Now, like I said, because their side is struggling with trying to read all that's coming from a high definition picture. So understand that. And so that the third one that they put in is right just I think it's actually 5 something. Anyway, it's right up there. It's just below the highest quality. That may be a good place for you to be, but experiment just a little bit and you'll be fine. All right. So and that's where I'm at. I'm on the number 2 level, but I'm not hardwired. I'm using wire. I'm so used now to using my studio, which is over there. I'm in my teaching desk because I'm going to be teaching you about this great new product about repurposing your content. Repurposing your content. How often have I been talking about repurposing your content and how important it is to being everywhere now and doing it so easily? I don't even have to do anything on some of my repurposing. I just do the Facebook Live, and this tool automatically repurposes my content for me and puts tags and things like that in it. I can't wait to show you. But what I was going to tell you is that I'm via Wi-Fi on my computer. Hopefully the picture is going to be fine because I'm so used to hitting the other setting, because I'm so used to being hardwired into my computer. I completely messed that up. So I'm hoping this is going to be good. I'm going to be interviewing the creator of Repurpose.io. His name is Hari Maro. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry, Hari. If you're watching, I'm hoping I'm not butchering your name. Hari Mura. I think it's Hani. I don't know where I got the R from. Hani Mura. Hani Mura, Hani Mura. I'll be interviewing him next week as I want to use the tool a little bit more. His schedule made him available next week. So as I'm using the tool and getting used to it, I'm going to have more questions for him possibly. And I'm just going to let him tell me how he came up with the program, what he has planned for the future, and that kind of stuff. But let me share how great this tool is. I'm going to actually share the link that you can get this great. And there's a free version. I would get the free version like right now. And I did. That's the first thing I did is get the free version. I tested it out and bammo. My stuff was repurposed. I hardly had to do anything. I just had to set up the initial gizmo. Sorry, I just had lunch and I had a horrible lunch too. I had Del Taco. But it actually was pretty good. Fish tacos and a chicken burrito. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. I'm gonna bring up Repurpose. And this is going to be the first thing after you log in. This will be the first thing you see. Of course, you're going to log in. You're going to connect your Facebook page to this section. Again, I want to apologize for my cough. I've had this stupid chest cold for way too long. I'm almost going on to a month, I think, and it's driving me batty. All right. So what you're seeing here are connections. What you're going to do is you're going to connect Repurpose to your Facebook page, your YouTube page, your Dropbox, your Google Drive, your podcast. What else do we have here? Facebook, Google Drive, SoundCloud. I knew I forgot one. Dropbox and YouTube. And so far I've connected everything except for a Google Drive. I haven't done that yet. That'll be next. But let me show you what this is. So these are my connections. Here's my Facebook page, and it's connected to my Facebook, and that is called. Facebook can be either be an input or an output. An input, just so you understand the nomenclature, the input is where the video is generated from, where you're going to where the video is that you are going to repurpose. Where does it live? And that's where the input is. That's going to be input. All right. Where you want it to go is the output. That would be YouTube. That would be even maybe back to a Facebook page or a Facebook group. It would also be what else? Output would also be SoundCloud. It would be Google Drive. It would be Dropbox and YouTube. I use all of these things, and I'm repurposing right now in all these things. So these are your connections. Up here is your workflow. Workflow is where you actually make it happen. So in my first workflow here, it's going to my Facebook page, which inside my Facebook page, I'm connected to a fan page called Zero to Hero. I'm sorry. Inside my Facebook page, it doesn't show it here, but I'm connected to my Facebook Live TV show. I am so sorry. I just had a little brain fart there. And that's where it's connected. It doesn't say it here. It's just the title is Andy's Facebook because that's where my page is, right? Down here, you see where it says podcast. That's where that one's generating from. That is going to be my input. That is where my podcast is generated from. That's where it lives. That's where it was created. And I'm going to be sending it to my output. My output in the case of this Facebook page is to my Zero to Hero YouTube channel, right? So I have Facebook Lives coming out of the Facebook Live TV show, Facebook page, and I'm sending them to the Zero to Hero YouTube channel. So I've given it the name Facebook Live TV show to YouTube. That's the name I've given it. All right. So that's how I know that this is working. I have it so that automatically all my Facebook Lives in my Facebook Live TV show Facebook page are automatically going to my YouTube channel on Facebook. So if I were to go to, in YouTube, if I were to go to my YouTube channel, here now is, here is the folder or the playlist, the playlist in my YouTube channel where all of these videos have since yesterday been populated. Look at this. Repurpose did all this. They put 100, Hari and his great software, put all of my Facebook Live broadcast into my YouTube channel, in my playlist. These are all of them, 143. Now, some of you are saying, like my friend Sue Ferreira, who I'm going to be interviewing tomorrow about SEO in regard to YouTube, says, she's a little bit concerned because all it's doing is put it in YouTube, but now you have to do all the SEO stuff and that kind of stuff, and I don't want it to cause any problems. Well, here's the thing. You're saving time. how long would it take to download the video onto your computer from a Facebook Live? Possibly, if you wanted to, put it into an editor. If you do that, if you don't, then it's going to have to go download it to your computer. Then you're going to have to open up YouTube and then upload to a YouTube channel. And there is then where you're going to put all your stuff, right? The tags, the description, the title, that kind of stuff. Well, Repurpose does much of that for you. And so now all you have to do is go in there and just kind of tweak it a little bit, as opposed to having to do the download and then the upload and then the addition. It's doing it for you, right? And now all you have to do is go in there and just tweak it a little bit. Just add a couple things, add your SEO stuff, add whatever you're doing. I'm going to ask Sue tomorrow about what it is she does. And look at 143 videos. How much time did that save me? It just did it for me, right? And it puts in the stuff that I want. So if I were to click on this, and it would start playing here. Hello,
my friends. This is Andy with Facebook Live TV show.
There it is. It's playing in my YouTube channel. And it gives it the title, and I promise you, I don't want to open it up right now because it's going to bog down my system, but it has all the stuff. It has tags that I put in there and all that kind of stuff. So where you do that, here, let me go to this, and where you do that is right here. See where it says settings? You have to go back to manual, and you open up the settings, and here is where you see down here where the tags are, the keywords. I've already put the keywords for my Facebook Live TV show. Those are the tags that I'm using. It's public. This is one of the call to actions. I want them to go to my zerotoheroschool.com. You can make that whatever you want. And to learn more, go to the Zero to Hero School. That all goes in the description of that video. All of the videos, all 143 videos have this description and all have these keywords. It does that much for you again. And then all you have to do is go in there and tweak it just a little bit. I'm sure that Hari is going to, or Hani, I'm so sorry, I keep calling you Hari. Hani is going to even add more stuff. I've asked him about adding Vimeo, and he says that that's in the works, and he plans on doing that because other people have asked. And so, yes, it is fantastic. So Dean Renfro, so the software is called Repurpose. Yes, repurpose.io. And just joined. Hopefully you joined on my link there, Mr. Dean Renfro, and didn't just go to repurpose.io. But it's great. Yeah, you're going to, for sure, you're going to love this. I promise you're going to love this. All right, so that's one. So I have my Facebook Live TV show videos going to YouTube. Okay, now here's another one. I have the same videos going to my Dropbox. So let me go to my Dropbox. So I have a Dropbox up here where I have, let's see, let's go back. Sorry, I left the wrong one open. So Facebook Live TV show vids, all right? I have this one on manual, so I'm dropping these in manually. Why? Because in my Dropbox, the reason I'm using Dropbox is because Kajabi loves Dropbox. Let me go back to my picture here. So if you are making a Kajabi membership site, and some of the videos that you're going to be creating in your Facebook Live, let's say you're making them in a private group and they're really good stuff. They're good information. You're teaching something very solid. Repurpose into your Kajabi. Simply have Repurpose upload it to Dropbox for you at the conclusion of you doing your Facebook Live. It automatically, when you want it to, out of your group, will automatically do that. If you don't, like in the Facebook Live TV show, which is a public page, not everything that I'm doing on my Facebook page is something that I'm going to want in my Kajabi. So I don't necessarily want it in my Dropbox. I don't want it wasting space. So I'm leaving mine on manual. So if in a page, I'm deciding, you know, this one I want on my next Kajabi site, I go to Repurpose. I find it in the list. So let me go back to my page here. I'm trying to describe exactly what it is I'm going to do. If I want to go to, if I want a video to go to my Dropbox, and I don't want to do anything more than click a button, I go to the videos, and you can see right here. So let's see. I want to do how to add a camera and green screen effect. Oh, I spelled that. It should be E-F-F-E-C-T-T, E-C-T, using Mimo Live. So I want to put that in Dropbox because I think that's something I'm going to want to use in my Kajabi. I'm going to hit publish. Right? All I do is hit publish. And there it's in the queued, and it'll be uploaded shortly in my Dropbox. Now, you're asking, so why Dropbox for Kajabi? Because Kajabi loves Dropbox. It will upload a video from Dropbox in minutes, like 5 minutes or less, where if you try to upload a video from your computer, I've had it take up to 3 to 4 hours. to upload a video. I do not know why. I don't understand. All I know is that Kajabi loves Dropbox. Again, what am I doing? I'm saving time. I'm saving my time of waiting, of tying up a computer. Because when you're uploading something, it just really slows things down and slows down your workflow. What this is doing is taking a video from Facebook Live and sending it to Dropbox. It's not using the power of my computer. And so it's not going to tie up my computer. It's going to, and again, it's going to do it with that one single click. That's all that it takes to get it over there. All right. I'm not done yet. I have more. All right. So, let me come back to my camera. I've been having so much fun. As a matter of fact, I had other things planned to do yesterday and today, and I've been doing nothing but playing with Repurpose because I love it so much, and it's been saving me so much time. I even created a podcast just so I could, use it, just so I could use the podcast capabilities. All right, and so, oh shoot, I lost my page here. Where'd it go? There we go. All right, so you can convert audio podcasts to videos and publish to YouTube and Facebook. Listen, convert audio podcasts to videos and publish them to YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Upload Facebook Live videos to YouTube. We just did that. Push your audio podcast to SoundCloud. I'm doing that. So I have a SoundCloud account. I'm moving all of my podcasts as I make them. As I make them, Repurpose does it for me. I don't have to do anything. It's automatically sending it over to SoundCloud. It's also sending it to Facebook. And as soon as I finish my podcast and upload it and create it, it's automatically sending it without me having to do anything. I don't have to click a button. It just does it. To audio podcasts in iTunes, upload Facebook Live videos to other Facebook groups or pages, backup audios and videos to Google Drive or Dropbox, and there's more. And again, I talked to Hani yesterday via Messenger on Facebook and said he's has more coming up and more stuff that he's doing. So it's fantastic. All right. So I'm going to go back to the sharing the screen here for 1 second so you can see something. Thank you, Redeem, for using my link. I appreciate it. All right. And so here is my Train the Dog Trainer podcast. All right. So I'm having the Train the Dog Trainer podcast, which can be found here. I have it living on Spreaker. All right. So here is Spreaker. If you're not using it, it is a podcasting place where you host. It creates an RSS feed, and then you take that and send it to iTunes and send it to Sketcher. Is that what the other one is? I forget what the other one is, but whatever it is, it's sending it there too. And so when I create these podcasts, so I'm up to episode 5 because I want to get it to iHeartRadio. You have to have 5 episodes to get it into iHeart. So I made sure and did that right away. But when I create a episode, Repurpose is connected to Spreaker. And so when this podcast, see right here, Train the Dog Trainer podcast, when I'm done with it, it sends it to my Facebook page called Train the Dog Trainer Facebook page. Right. So it's going to automatically send that. It has a template. Let me turn this auto off for a second so you can see. In settings, you create these. You can use one of these templates. Here's a template here. You can. I'm going to preview it for you. And it creates this content. See that square? That's Hani right there. So it'll replace that square with your artwork on your podcast, and it will title it up here, whatever your title is, and create that play button. All right. It does that for you. You don't have to do anything. Right after you get done with your podcast, it does that for you, and you can pick any. This is the one I'm using for my podcast for Train the Dog Trainer. So I'm using that one. All right. So let me get rid of that. Let me close. Let me turn it back to auto so I don't forget. And so let me show you the Facebook page, what it looks like when it posts on Train the Dog Trainer. Russell Brunson just sent me a message. All right. So scrolling down. All right. See, this is why you want to use an Ethernet, because it doesn't do this. And there it is. So there is the template, right? There's my template. That's the one I just showed you. It replaces Hani's picture with the artwork for my podcast artwork right there. It says, listen on Apple Podcasts, which you can because it is on iTunes. Here's the title, Episode 4 - Attractive Character and Style or System of Training. And they can play it directly here from Facebook. Listen, if you can.
Stop jumping on me. Why are you doing that?
Having a bad dog day?
Rex, come back here.
From police dog. dogs. From potty training to pet peeves. #1 best-selling author and 30-year canine trainer Andy Falco knows how to get to the meat of what's eating your dog. This is Falco Canine Dog Talk.
Fantastic working. He may have surpassed me in the. There we go. I just want to show you that. And that's it. It's in Facebook. People can listen to your podcast on Facebook because Repurpose puts it in there as an audio file, but they're creating a video out of it. So it's a video that can now live on Facebook. Repurpose does that for you. I don't know how I can get there. Now I'm going to take a chance here. Actually, let me pull down my screen so you're not seeing me fumble through what I'm about to do. I'm going to try to find something because I haven't looked at it yet because I just created it. I'm sending my podcast to YouTube and I'm sending it to the Healthy Dog Network YouTube channel. Again, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to try and do it. But do you see the power and how awesome this is that I do a Facebook Live and it goes out. It's, Live Leap is good. Live Leap just basically puts your live broadcast on other Facebook pages live, right? And then it becomes a replay in all those pages. That's fine and dandy, but that stays within Facebook. This is actually repurposing it and using it for other things. A YouTube video, a podcast. I haven't done it yet, but I can take my Facebook Live and make it into a podcast on my podcast channel. I can do the opposite, right? I can create a podcast out of a Facebook Live. Again, if I get Vimeo, that's fantastic. It sends it to Dropbox so I can use it in Kajabi. I mean, there's no way that you can claim that this tool is not going to help any of you content creators in any way. It is so useful in so many ways. At work, sorry. Sometimes it is hard to type and speak at the same time. All right, I'm going to my Healthy Dog Network. I want to see, and I want to be able to show it to you. Oh, there they are. Oh, fantastic. This is the first time I've seen it. All right, back to broadcast. I'm going to show my screen. Here it is. So here are the podcasts using the same artwork. Here it is on my YouTube channel for the Healthy Dog Network. And there it is. My podcast is right there as a video on YouTube. I just find it, and I don't want to use the number one. Number one was my worst one because I did it too quickly. I didn't check the right thing for the microphone. So let's do number 3. Let's see what it plays in YouTube. There it is.
Stop jumping on me.
That's annoying. All right, so there it is. There's your YouTube video of your podcast. So now, not only is my podcast on Spreaker, not only is it in SoundCloud, not only is it on the whatever version that's Squeaker, whatever the one is for Androids, and not only is it in iTunes, it's on YouTube and my Facebook page. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen as if you're looking at me. It's on all those things. My podcast is on Spreaker. It's on the Android version, whatever that is, of iTunes, and then it's on iTunes. Then it's on YouTube. Then it's on my Facebook channel. I could put it on multiple Facebook channels. I have 3 other dog pages that I could put on all of those pages and only do one thing, create the podcast, right? I upload my podcast, I put on all this stuff, and it just does it. You can create the same tags and everything like you did in the other stuff so that the tags are on your YouTube channel. I'm looking at my other screen here, my YouTube channel, and it does it for you. It creates that pretty fantastic graphic that looks really good, right? It has an iPhone there, and you can also create your own template. If you don't like that, you can do your own. You're not stuck with doing Hani's, using Hani's templates that he put in there. I like Hani's templates. It works out really well, but it creates a video from an audio. Where else? What did I leave off? I don't know. I don't think I left off anything. It gives you so many things to do. I'm sure there's something. So determining whether you're going to go auto or manual is based on how much control you need to have. So auto, I don't care about which of my Facebook Live videos goes to my Zero to Hero School YouTube channel. I want them all to go up there. I want everything that I do to go there, right? So I have it on auto. I don't want to have to think about it. So now every time I do a Facebook Live, it automatically goes to YouTube, right? When I'm going to Dropbox, I don't want all of my Facebook Lives going to Dropbox, so I have that one on manual. And I decide which ones were really, really good and which ones weren't. And I don't have to worry about deleting the ones I don't like. All I have to do is decide, all right, I would think I want this one to go, and it'll show up in the view videos. And then I get to select. which ones I want to go in there. All right. So this one's still queued. There's probably just a lot going on. It happens fairly fast. It's faster than you think. But again, this is all running in the background. You don't even have to really pay attention. By the time you go to lunch and come back, everything's all done. I'm trying to refresh this page, and of course, because of I'm using so much bandwidth, it's just taking a little bit while. And I can go through this and just find ones that I want to upload, and they don't even have to be in any specific order, unless order is important. And I was looking for another one I can do here, but that thing won't stop spinning. But how great is that? So that, again, this is all because of Repurpose. All these things are happening and going into these channels. There it is. They're all listed in there now, all 5 of them. I created them all at once. Again, in regard to a podcast, you're going to do them, once a week, once a month, whatever your schedule is going to be. Again, I want to get 5 up so I could be on iTunes fairly quickly. You got your Dropbox, where they're all going there in the Dropbox. And I'm using Spreaker as my podcast. I maybe do something on that a little bit later on. And then I got my podcast going into my YouTube channel. All right. What more can you ask from a tool? I've guessed, but I think it has, since yesterday, sent over 300 and something videos over to YouTube for me, saving me tons of time. Again, no doubt there's going to be some things you want to add to some of those videos and make sure the important ones have good SEO and that kind of stuff. But I think just the act of not having to download and then upload and then do it is saving me tons of time. So it's still well worth it if that's the only thing you're using it for, but it's probably not going to be. All right. So I love this because I can just do something once and I don't have to worry about what happens to it after that. So again, the link, I'm going to put the link in there one more time. That way it's in there. Use this link to get in there. Thank you, Dean, for using my link. I really do appreciate it. This is a cool feature, audio to video. Yeah, I know. I know. I love it. All right. So I hope this has been helpful to you. If you're having trouble finding the URL because you're watching this on another Facebook page, it's also in the description. So you can just go up to the description of this particular video and find it there. Get it, use it. There's a free trial. Again, just upload 4 videos really quick. You'll see how it just does it, and it's not that big of a deal. I did something early on where I accidentally created 2 exactly the same workflows. I don't know how I did it, and so it caused a glitch. But that was my fault. It wasn't Repurpose. Since then, I have not had anything happen. Everything has just simply worked. All you need to do is, simply find your RSS feed from your podcast, and everything else is primarily just clicking and finding the right one you want it to input or output from, and clicking on it, connecting it, and it's done. Then you do your workflow. What is it you want to do? I want it to come out of, this, and I want it to go into this, and you give it a name. That way you know which one you're talking about. All right. That was the early thing, was deciding names, but understand that I think names are important because they're easier to identify where you want them to go. Make sure and put YouTube in there, or podcast, or Dropbox. I've been using YT for YouTube, and DB for Dropbox, and Pod for podcast. I'm going to probably use just to shorten things up, but make sure it has a name so you know exactly what it is, because I have the Facebook Live TV show. I have it on Facebook. I have it on YouTube. But you can't just use Facebook Live TV show. You're gonna have to know whether it's the Facebook page or the YouTube channel or the Dropbox. All right. I hope that was helpful for you, Dean. Thank you for joining me. I can see there were at some point had a lot of people watching there, so I'm hoping that you understand how fantastic this is. Again, next week I will be. Let's see. It's going to be. What is the date? It is going to be. And you can ask Hani. You'll be more than welcome to be invited. That's why I put Hari in the calendar. It's Hani. Hani, I'm going to be interviewing him at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Thursday, November 2nd. So November 2nd. November 2nd. a.m. Pacific Standard Time interview with Hani. creator of Repurpose. I just put repurpose because if I put .io, it might turn into a URL, and then you won't use the affiliate link that I have there. All right, so there you go. So next Thursday, is that Thursday? I think that was a Thursday. Next Thursday, yes, November 2nd, we'll be interviewing Hani about Repurpose, and you can ask him any questions you want and ask him what he has planned for the future. I'll be asking them the very same questions, so if you have any other questions for him as you're using it, I would start using it. Use the free version. Try it a couple of times. It's fast. It's easy. It's not going to waste any of your time. I had my first episodes uploading within probably about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and wasn't that big of a deal. All right, so you can do it fast and easy. All right, that is it. I will see you on the next one. Take care and talk to you later. Bye-bye.